Southside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Rams, black 40. Quad red. Needle blue. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready.
They'll run here. Etienne. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th down and less than a yard.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to...
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Seal black. 10 black. You yellow. Ready?
Young working from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get 37 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Green jack. Set. Ready. 45. White. Set. Go.
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, kid, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
He gets forward. That's about 4 yards. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Red 38. Blue striker. Hut.
3rd and long for him here. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35.
Their own 38-yard line.
Ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 33. Yellow. Check. Hut.
This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stop just shy of the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it.
Hut.
They're going to try with Etienne. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They go right back to Etienne. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Down. 60 red. Black ultra. Set.
Love from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Set. Ready. Slide blue. 45. White. Set.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Has his man. It stops. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here comes the screen for Etienne. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Set.
Once more, it's Love. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll run. Jacobs. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal.
Smash. Red. 38. Green Jack. Steel. Black. Ready.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Play action now. Young. Big gain downfield. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've got a 1st to begin the frame.
Here we go. Set.
Young on the play action. Flush down now to his left. He's on the run, deep down the middle. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
It's Scannaboo on 2nd down. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Buying some time left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready?
Play fake, it's Love. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Ready?
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Up, quick, yellow. Ready, set, go.
Here's ETN on 1st down. They're calling together a yard there. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down, coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you try to play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down.
Here we go. Cut.
Throwing, it's Love. That's caught for the first. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, go Fury.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runners. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Black shot. Blue 30. Speedo blue. Set.
Love now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball. A defensive kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
It's Trujillo to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Black ultra. Here we go. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Taking a shot deep here. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Red, yellow.
From the red zone now. The Packers are all over it. He goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
4 yards there, but still a lot of digging left to do. It's 3rd and really long.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Down. Ready.
3rd and long. Young. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that. Right near the 25-yard line. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Man in motion, headed right.
Watch that.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Red, 60 red.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yellow, claws red. Cut.
From the pistol, here's Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Ready?
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And the Rams have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Ready, set.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
Scatterboo now from the gun. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Smash, red. Set, go.
On play action, here's Young. Finds a seam down the middle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Switch, yellow. Here we go. Here, hut.
Running with Scatterboo. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Lining up now to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Packers 3.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Set.
Love now off the play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the hookup with Matthew Golden. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
Right blue. Down. 33. You. Yellow.
Back to the air. Love. Hits his running back. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Love now on 1st and 10. And this one is launched downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cooper to Jane in to pick it up. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Ready?
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, they just got ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30.
Set. Set.
Driving forward with Scatteroo. Not much doing up the middle there, so he bounced it outside. Bringing the number 4 on that carry. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Blaster. 6. Ready.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Got for big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Blue 32. Black Ultra. Ready.
Young on 1st and 10. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create a big play down the field.
He was brought down by Evan Williams.
The final throw before the break. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams will extend their lead as time expires in the half. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Managed that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Let's see what the first half of adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready. Field. Black. 10 black.
And going play action. Young vacates quickly left side. Well, all the way across the field, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And they're going to love that partner as Love slides down after picking up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Trying it right side with Etienne. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Nothing I can say positive about the execution of that play. At least he didn't go backwards.
Ready.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready.
To the air with Love. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and just 2 to go. Quick throw out wide by Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start the second half with some needed points. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Okay.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Black 40. Ready.
On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. And gets a few on the punch forward.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Set.
He'll work against the blitz. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 13-point lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
Packers 10.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Off the name, first of all, you ain't got no
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Love out of the shotgun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Let's go, ready.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, there's risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Love. He's going deep. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Look underneath here for ETN. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Oh no, they get him yet again. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Move set of downs from the 37.
Steal, flat. Down. Right, white. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Fits it through the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
This is Trujillo to try to point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball over the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, set.
Young on the play action. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 13-point lead. Christian Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle.
Makes the score.
And the Rams double their lead to 14.
Packers 17.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
A gain of 52 yards. And a Packer first down.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Set. Ready.
From the red zone on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defense.
And he's got it. That's a layout for it, but touchdown. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
This is Trujillo to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Red 38. Hut.
Out of the gun, Young. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Set. Hut. Look, ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cut back upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
Love now. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. He'll come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Clock 50. Green. Red, cycle. Blaster, 6.
They send the tight end in motion left. First down throw. Here's Love. Connects on the crosser. Keeps on moving into the red zone. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
This is Trujillo to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers tie this game up. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. 6. Mega. Set.
Young working from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the cut at the 20-yard line. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Yep, 52 blue. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Ready. Set.
Here's Scatterboo. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a lead just before the end of the third. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Packers 31.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing, it's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Run becomes quarterback's best friend. Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Love now on 1st and 10. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Come on, set. 45. Field, black. Hut.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Free inside the 30. Running in the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut it to 1 in the third. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned. So they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Huge yellow. Let's go, Claude Ray. Black 40, green jack. Set, go.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take the lead as Todd runs out here in the third. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. When we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Play action. Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Love from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Black Ultra. 60 red. Drill green. Second.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Short pass brought in. Still has some space inside the 35. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turn it into an explosive play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
A gain of 2 brings us
result in that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready, set.
ETN again. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready.
Jacobs trying to run his way in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Come on, set.
Now Love on the play fake. Buying some time left. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Black, 95.
He'll throw it. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights, and the Packers bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Needle, yellow, 22. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He puts some juice on a deep throw down. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue, blue, black shot. Hut, hut.
Young looking to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
52. Packers 45.
The Rams kicking team is ready. And they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Got a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go. Set, go.
Play fake. It's Love. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Back to the air. Love. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Love out of the shotgun. He'll get this to Etienne. He'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Once more, it's Love. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
And the Packers first down.
Ready.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Packers down by 7. First and 10 now from the 46. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. He's got 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
We go with the design keeper. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set, ready.
Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. I don't like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around. Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready.
Here he is to throw. Rolling out to his left. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing now. Has his man. It's stopped. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here comes the crowd swell. The home fans trying to will their defense to make the stop and save this win. Running back sent in motion left. He'll look to throw it. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
Rams 52.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Ready, black shot, 50, green. Smash, red. Seal, black. Red, cycle. Check, hot.
Play action now, Young. And that one's gonna fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
That's caught for the first. And the stop was made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
That's good.
And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
48-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's go. Ready?
On 1st down, Siscalibur. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He was taken down.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. 1 down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. You did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.